The encounter with doubt. In a serene valley surrounded by misty mountains, the young monk Kaien walked toward the river, his morning steps slow and deliberate. The world seemed still. The river murmured gently over smooth stones, and the sunlight touched the trees like a golden caress. Yet within Kaien's heart, a restless stir lingered. A subtle shadow moved behind him. He paused, sensing it with every fiber of his being. His breath deepened, and for a moment, he tried to dismiss it, to convince himself it was nothing. But it was not nothing. It was doubt, silent, patient, unyielding. Kaien sat on a familiar river rock, eyes closed, letting the sounds of water, wind, and birds fill the spaces within him. The shadow lingered, not as a threat, but as a presence inviting recognition. "Who are you?" he whispered. No words came, only a quiet vibration, like the pulse of the valley itself. Kaien realized that this presence had always been with him. Today, for the first time, he would meet it fully. Listening to the voice, Kaien inhaled slowly, allowing his body to soften. The shadow seemed to lean closer, as if curious. "Why have you come?" he asked. The wind carried a gentle voice, soft as leaves brushing together. "I have been here since your first doubt, Kaien. Only now you notice me." Kaien shivered, sensing the weight of years spent resisting uncertainty. Doubt had been his companion all along, though he had not recognized it. "What do you want from me?" "Nothing but your attention. Sit with me and learn." Kaien's mind struggled, torn between fear and curiosity. He exhaled slowly, letting the river's rhythm ground him. For the first time, he allowed himself to listen without judgment. The shadow remained, and for the first time, Kaien felt a fragile thread of trust begin to form. The bridge within. The river flowed steadily, reflecting sunlight and clouds in shifting patterns. Kaien contemplated the nature of certainty. He realized that all his training had emphasized control, yet peace had always felt fragile, slipping away with each unexpected thought. "Why do you appear when I feel calm?" he asked. "Because peace is not a destination. It is a bridge, and a bridge trembles beneath your feet as you cross it." Kaien reflected. He had imagined his spiritual journey as a place free of questions, a pinnacle of clarity. But clarity was not a place. It was a practice of presence, a moment-to-moment engagement with life. Then what lies beyond this bridge? Your true self, waiting patiently, beyond your need for control. He inhaled deeply. The tension in his chest loosened. Doubt was not a failure or a flaw. It was a guide, a doorway to deeper understanding. The bamboo lesson. Kaien rose and walked into a bamboo grove, the stalks tall and swaying with the morning breeze. The gentle rustle created a whispering rhythm, soothing yet instructive. "Listen," the shadow said, its voice like a wind through the leaves. Kaien closed his eyes. The bamboo bent without breaking, yielding to the wind, then returning upright, resilient yet flexible. "What do you see?" asked Doubt. "Flexibility," he whispered. "They bend but do not break." "Exactly," the shadow replied. "Learn to be with your thoughts this way. Bend with life's uncertainties, and you will endure without fear." Kaien felt the lesson sink into his bones. The struggle to control every feeling, every question, had been like trying to hold the bamboo rigid. Now he felt softness without surrender, a new understanding of inner strength. The shore of silence. Further along, Kaien arrived at a quiet clearing by the river. The sunlight poured over the grass in gold and green patches. He seated himself, letting the gentle warmth touch his skin. "Why have I always feared you?" he asked aloud. "Because you think my presence signals weakness," the shadow said. "You believe that to allow me is to lose your way." Kaien exhaled, sensing the honesty in the words. "But I am not here to hinder you." The shadow continued, "I am here to guide you. Your questions are the lanterns that illuminate the path." Kaien's heart softened. Doubt was no longer a weight pressing against him. It was a companion, quiet, patient, and wise. "Then I will sit with you," he said. "I will not run." And for the first time, he felt true presence, a calm awareness of both himself and his doubts. Walking with the shadow, Kaien stood and walked along the forest path, the sunlight filtering through the trees. The shadow followed beside him, not looming, but present, a gentle companion. "Will you always be with me?" he asked. "As long as you are human." "How should I treat you?" "As you treat your breath. Notice me, do not resist, do not control. Simply allow me, and clarity will unfold naturally." Kaien smiled. Doubt was no longer an adversary. It was a teacher showing him that acceptance, not avoidance, was the path to peace. He walked slowly, noticing every leaf, every ray of light, every step. Mindfulness became not a practice, but a living experience. The dawn lesson. The horizon blushed with the first light of dawn, painting the valley in gold, pink, and violet. Kaien sat atop a small hill, watching the day awaken. "I've never truly seen the sunrise," he whispered, "because you were always searching for answers." The shadow replied softly, "You forgot to notice what is already here. Clarity is like the sunrise," the shadow continued. "Comes naturally in its own time." Kaien felt warmth spreading through him, a gentle expansion in his chest. Doubt was no longer an obstacle, but a lamp illuminating the unseen corners of his mind. "Thank you," he murmured, bowing slightly to the light. The shadow, now faint and almost transparent, seemed to nod in approval. The journey continues. Kaien rose, feeling the morning light on his face. The valley glimmered, alive and vivid. The shadow followed him, no longer heavy, but soft, a reminder of awareness and presence. "What now?" he asked. "Live fully. Walk mindfully. Listen. Sit with me when I appear. I am not your enemy. I am your guide." Kaien inhaled deeply, feeling serenity settle into every fiber of his being. He began his walk toward the temple, each step calm, measured, fully alive. Doubt had become a companion, gentle and transparent, guiding him without pressure, illuminating the path with wisdom. And so Kaien stepped forward, mindful, present, and at peace, ready for the journey ahead.